We're making a Baldur's Gate 3 impressions video.
We are. Is this going to be a part of Mages and Murder Dads? Is this an official Mages and Murder Dads episode, or is this...
I think, no, this is not an official Mages and Murder Dads episode. This will just be maybe in the playlist, but don't count it as part of the numbers.
Yeah, it's not a numbered episode.
No, this is going to go up like minute 1 after the embargo is up. Isn't that fun?
It is. So we're talking to you from the past.
That's right. Unlike every other episode where we record them live, and then we just... put them in after. Mm-hmm. This is a different kind of... What was that?
Oh, sorry. I dropped my my Illithid.
The whole one? Your whole Illithid?
Yeah, I did. Oh, boy. It's the, we both got our collector's edition. I got a giant statue of an Illithid here that I...
Did you order the collector's edition?
Actually, by the time I was thinking, maybe I'll grab that. It was sold out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't, actually. But I know you do. Do you have, like, a drow fighting an Illithid statue?
No, it's not coming for, like, another month or something. I think it comes out with the PS5 version.
Oh, wow, yeah. So they really...
But I did order it. I did. It's, like, the first collector's edition probably since Fallout New Vegas that I've ordered.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
It was kind of a little controversial because part of the collector's edition Baldur's Gate 3 was 3 days early. You would be able to play the game 3 days early. But since they moved up the entire launch almost a month for everybody, they were like, no, it's not 3 days early. It's, so... but we're playing early. And that's why we're able to do this. So what did you got going on here? I guess we should explain what this game is, because this is neither of our actual games for compelling reasons.
I don't know. You explain it.
Okay.
It's like I mean, we did a video already. I'll link it in the description. Our early access thoughts about basically Chapter 1 of Baldur's Gate 3 from, 2 years ago now? Something like
Act
that? 1,
2 years. So that would have been early access just when it came out. So it was early access has been around so long now that it's quite different now. Even if you were to launch the game, the early access game now, there's a lot more content. But so those were the earliest possible impressions. This is basically the full release version of the game that we're playing. So we have access to a whole bunch of stuff that the early access does not have. And
we haven't played a huge amount. I think I've played about 10 hours
of this version.
Of the release version of the press version that is out. I've played about 10 hours of it. It's not a huge amount. I haven't gotten any further than we got in Act 1. You have played 25 hours, 30 hours? Where are you at right
I'd
now?
say right about 22, but I also have not played any further than I got in the early access because Act 1 is probably a 30, to complete Act 1, completionist is 36 hours, somewhere in there.
Is that how it feels to you?
That's about how it feels. If you exhaust... if you golden path it to get to Act 2 as quickly as possible, it's probably, less than 20. Probably, in 16 or so. But if you are kind of doing everything you possibly can and squeezing every little bit of experience out of Act 1, it's almost 40 hours.
I mean, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, we haven't done that, and that's really a thing that's worth thinking about for every other
review that you're going to see right now. That if you just search,
yeah. The other reviews that are dropping this very moment is that, I mean, if people are making all the way through this, I've reviewed games for many years. This is not a review, by the way, in case you were curious or whatever. This is just some impressions we have. For our full thoughts on this game, you should... I accidentally started some dialogue. But for our full impressions, we're going to have a season of Mages and Murder Dads that'll probably start at the beginning of 2024, if I had to guess. And that'll be us playing all the way through the game in the way that we've played through a bunch of other games in the franchise. So just look forward to that. But we'll have some stuff about this, and we might even have a little video about how do we feel after we played it one time? I don't know. We might do some more stuff about it between here and early 2024. But we wanted to play it now and get some impressions of it. And also to think through the fact that, you had to stay up all night long a couple days to I think get through this game if you are reviewing the whole thing today. And that sucks. That's not great. I don't blame anyone for that, right? Like, game development's hard.
I think it's
I'm
total
sure
of 6 days, right? Like, that's the maximal amount of time.
I believe so. I believe so. When we got our codes, I think I had about 6 days between then and release. And so anyone who's like actually seen credits on this thing has like put in a Herculean amount of work, but that's also a thing that like we didn't do and had no interest in doing, like even a little bit. So you're gonna get some impressions, and I think we do have some pretty good opinions on it because I've played through a chunk of this now twice. You've played through all of this maybe once or twice, and you played through it several times in early access. So I think you have some general ideas about it. I don't know. Where do you want to start? You want to start? The video, by the way, that you're watching is literally just us doodling around. We'll get into some combat in a minute, things like that.
Yeah,
it's not going to be entirely based on what you've seen so far.
Yeah, I think that let's just kind of pick a direction. You're our host. I guess let's and while we're doing that, we can kind of talk about some of our experiences. I think
just listen to it. He can't help it. He can't help direct me where to go here.
I can't. And
you know what? You know where to go, and you're about to tell me where to go. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Verbally? Or in the game?
Use your authority powers.
Oh, go up this hill. Go right. Go right. Go back. Okay. Did you go up here and see what's going on up here?
No. Maybe.
You gotta.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Watch out.
What the hell? Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. It's a bugbear assassin. No, wait a minute. Does he kill bugbears? Or
no, he's so there are 2 ways you can come up this hill. If you come up the way we have, you intercept him. But if you go down to the bottom of the Druid Grove and then like up the other angle, it's like 90% of the time he kills this tiefling.
Oh. So I have been over there where people can see what I'm looking at. This is going to be low spoilers. Basically, nothing in what we're going to have here is something you wouldn't see in the first, like, I don't know, 6 hours of the game, something like that.
This is not really
low
spoilers, yeah.
But over here, if people can see, there's a bard over there who plays music, in case you're curious about that. Really cool kind of big 3D world. But, well, okay, well, you want to talk about the character creator first?
Yeah, let's talk about our character creator. Interesting.
That's the word?
Well, I think I've got a couple of problems with it.
Okay, you tell me. What are your problems? My
problems are that this gosh darn game doesn't have funny voices.
You want this guy.
I want that guy. I want this guy too. I want that guy.
That's what we were making characters the other day, screen share, and immediately I said, I want this guy. There's no this guy. There's only this guy. And maybe even this guy too.
And also this guy. No, but this is as silly as it gets. A little bit.
Yeah. And we want this guy. We want him. Oh, I want to be this guy in the game. Oh. And also, Baldur's Gate 2 style, I want this guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like a little gremlin, man. I want this guy. I want this guy.
Yeah, Sespinar. Yeah. Like, Baldur's Gate is about silly little goofy-ass voices, all made by a skeleton crew of 12 people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I wanted that, but we don't have it. But other than that, you're good. I want to talk to her about.
Very little. I was just a little disappointed with the genitalia customization present in the game.
Why is that?
They've got. I have a little bit of a quibble with the naming convention of penis B. It needs to start with penis A. Like it really feels like
you think there's a seriality issue.
Yeah, there is. And also no sliders and no physics either. Everything else in the character generator has physics associated with it, but the genitals don't. So
you're right. So you can whip around and your hair will whip around in the thing, but genitalia does not. Genitalia of all sorts is immobile.
Is this going to strike our ads or whatever on this video?
I don't think so. They can deal with it.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't think we're making the big bucks. I haven't looked at it recently, but I don't think that's buoying the brand, you know? Mm-hmm. I think that's fine.
But otherwise, character generation looks very, very similar to 5e. The biggest change are they kind of like officially adopted the Tasha's Guide to Everything, like racial attributes, by basically disconnecting the attribute bonuses from race. And now you basically have floating bonuses of 1+2 and 1+1 that you can put anywhere. Very interesting. Overall, a change I like because it does give you a lot more options for like a class. Like you can make any race work really well for any class. I think that there are a couple of like unintended consequences because now like humans' whole thing was that they got +1 to everything, right? And half-elves' whole thing was they got a +2 and 2+1s they could put anywhere.
Yeah.
And now that all of the races' attributes have kind of been equalized, those races instead get like polearm proficiencies.
Yes.
Which, you know, that is like the most human thing is, you know, I guess...
is threatening Frankenstein?
Yes.
I thought I would jump down this cliff. I don't actually know how to leave here from this angle. Do you know how to do that?
Oh, you got to go down. You got to like...
You have to stand in front of the gate, maybe?
Yeah, you got to stand in front of the gate. It'll open up automatically.
Oh. I'll use the winch. There we go. All right. But yeah, any surprises there? Whoops.
So what it means in terms of builds are like if you are like there is no reason to be a human fighter, right? Because you could pick any other race and get like a cool special ability. Human fighter just gives you a bunch of proficiencies you already have because you are a fighter.
Right.
But humans now become a really attractive option for casters that don't have like light armor proficiency, shield proficiency, or those weapon proficiencies. You know, that's interesting.
Because humans are just good at violence.
Yeah.
That's like their one redeeming quality.
So it's like, it's a little parasitic.
Now,
this is too high for me. I have 8 strength. I can't jump up here.
Too little.
I'm too little.
So I'm playing a Dwagar. In this little save game we made. Maybe we'll talk about the multiplayer and how it works, but he's cool looking. I'll show people him get big later.
Yeah.
I have to have a long rest, but you're playing
Svirfneblin.
Svirfneblin, and you're too small to jump good.
I'm too small. Well, it's kind of me being small and having a low movement speed. And oh wait, there's one angle. If I get on this one rock, got there. But yeah, I'm a Svirfneblin. I'm real stealthy.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, we went through the character creator and did some stuff. This is like a multiplayer game that we started that we have been corralled into, and we can talk about that in a second. But I made this little Dwagar, and super cool. I like a little Dwagar character. The character creator is pretty interesting because, it's not like, say Fallout 4 or any of, those kind of like highly customizable character creators. It's not even like Dark Souls. It has a less customizable visual character creator than even a Dark Souls 3 does.
Yeah.
Because there's like 8 faces for each
6
faces.
Yeah, each race, and I think that's inclusive of it may be sub races probably have like a different set of faces. But yeah, so basically every racial option you have has like 6 presets of faces, and you can layer some like scars, freckles, a couple other effects on top of that face, and obviously customize things like color of hair, facial hair, etc. But you don't get that fine grain control over nose width or what have you.
No, they're not making a Monster Factory episode using Baldur's Gate 3.
No.
It's pretty controlled, which is a little disappointing to me, honestly. I'll be honest with you. I think I wanted to make my little dude. I want to make Ticklevar inevitably look identical to me.
Yeah, but this is very faithful to the originals where your customization
100%.
was the color of your clothes.
Well, but your customization was there were like 40 really cool portraits.
That's true. No, that's true.
That was the cool customization, and those are still cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If I could choose those and put them over here, I would do it. But
they do have a stylized portraiture here now that they did not have in early access. In early access, it was literally just like a screen cap of the 3D rendering of your face, and this one has a lightly artistic styled filter. It might be just a filter that they've put on it. It's a little bit
it's
more
like artsy. It's like putting it in some sort of poser and then putting a filter on top. It looks good. I like the portraits. But we did that, and like you said, fairly 5th edition-y. You can play as. Are you fighting a bunch of spiders while I'm climbing the ladder?
Apparently. Are you in this fight? Oh, you're in initiative order. You're at the bottom.
I'm at the bottom of this ladder. Oh, all right. Well, let me see if I can. Okay.
I got him.
You inspired me with your destruction of all of those spiders.
It's actually a shame because I accidentally shot the rocky crevice and it woke up all the spiders. But if you're careful, you can like get a big web sack and like an egg sack and like throw it at people. And when you throw it, like these 4 spiders pop out.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What is this shit? Oh, you're literally just walking directly into the ground. Yeah. Daggers. But other than that, I mean, these are minor quibbles. Overall, it's like a very faithful and pretty clearly communicated 5th edition character creator. Like you get everything you want, and it's honestly impressive that you can do all of those things in the game. Like all of these are theoretically viable options. And if they're not viable, you have the option to do it yourself. You know?
And I think that is one of the reasons why they have provided respecking early and relatively low cost to respec.
I think
because it is very easy to mess up a character in 5th edition. I'm lucky in that I've like played 5th edition recently, and I've also like I've got a like I find character optimization interesting. So a lot of like the build stuff in this game comes pretty intuitive to me. But it's just a lot of practice. Like I made my wife's character in like her 5th edition campaign that she's in.
Oh, because you trust her to do it.
She asked for help, and I made a character that is probably vexing that dungeon master every week.
Vexed.
Yeah, vexed. What's going on up here?
There's some stuff going on. So, but yeah, you can create characters, and we have obviously created characters in this multiplayer game that we have. But you can also play as the origin characters. That's basically the recruitable NPCs. So if you've like played Mass Effect, or if you've played a Skyrim or something like that, like what if you've played Skyrim? What if you could start the game as Lydia? That's the deal. Or like, what if you could play as Jack in Mass Effect? And if you didn't play as Jack, you could recruit Jack, that kind of thing. So, and it works really well. I think that's cool stuff. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I could stealth this way. All right, I'm stealthy too. I made this character. And I told you I wanted to be like a retired city cop. Yeah, like in a short story from the 1960s.
But you've been playing all day, and you have not been playing this character. And that's because
this game save is fundamentally broken.
Yeah, unfortunately, multiplayer did not work the way we thought it worked. And so how do I describe it?
Yeah, so there's like drop in, drop out multiplayer in
theory
locally, right? And so like apparently you can just like pop a controller in. I haven't tried this, but you can just pop a controller in and have 2 people playing on the same PC or whatever. They demonstrated that during the pre-launch live stream and all that stuff. It seems really impressive. For the online multiplayer, you do this. I'm going to pull up the menu for a second. You go to this thing called Session, and then you invite people into the session, and you assign them characters. But when you do that, unless there's a way that we have not figured out, and we tried it a few different ways, when you invite someone, it prompts them to create what is called an origin character, which is like the create your own character, making your shepherd or whatever. It prompts them to do that, and once they're in the game, that character can't be kicked out of the game.
Because it is now co-main character.
It seems that way, and I like looked this up on the like official forums on Steam, and you looked this up as well, right? Mm-hmm. And we could not find a way to. So this little character here that Danny is playing, Snoddle,
it's in this game forever.
Is in my party, not even in this game, but in my party forever. I can't even kick Snoddle from the party, which is actually the issue. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, we were like, oh, I'll just continue to play this game. And when we want to play multiplayer, just pop back in. You can play Snoddle. Nope, I think not. So if you start a multiplayer game, just know that you're
making a commitment.
You are, unless that's not true, and there's some way to get rid of it, but we have not figured that out.
Yeah.
Hey, I got salts and mugwort. You know what I'm going to do? Do we need to talk to these people?
Yeah, you should.
Oh,
this is this is an important part.
I already know about this.
Well, yeah, because you've played well past this.
Yeah. Well, this is also in the early access.
Yeah, it is.
That guy's bald in a way that fantasy people are not normally bald.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. It's representation.
Does it make you feel better? Fantasy bald men everywhere are better represented by this man's double-belted baldness.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep.
An owlbear.
Owlbear. I want to voice this silly in the character creation.
Me too. Yeah. Why didn't that person get to do it? Oh, I stole Shadowheart's thing, by the way. Oh, notably, so you're watching this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a fun thing for people who might not know this, and this was not super clear to me until we started playing multiplayer. So what happens when someone gets in dialogue is that, in a little cinematic like this, is that the other character or the other player can click on it and listen in.
Yes.
And then what you just did is, your little Steam icon is down here from Orcs Must Die. Your little Steam icon down there, and you voted. You were like, I want to choose this. Choose 2. And I could do that or not do that. But I can also click this thing called private dialogue and kick you out.
Yes.
Which is also funny. But so anyway, it's a cool little way of if you... It's not as if the multiplayer person, your second player is just along for the ride. They have the option to be along for the ride. You could also just be walking around while I'm doing the cinematic.
Yes.
You could be doing thief shit somewhere else on the map, which is pretty interesting. I'm gonna hold a stare. If you don't know the story of Baldur's Gate 3, about 30 minutes into this, I'll tell you. You begin on a ship with mind flayers. They put a tadpole in your noodle, in your old head, and then the ship crashes. And then you got to find out how to get this mind flayer tadpole out of your head, because if you don't, you're going to turn into a mind flayer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the deal. And it's been very well documented for the past 2 years while this has been in early access.
You know what we should do on this video?
What?
We should rush Act 2.
No.
We should just get to the next area.
We shouldn't.
We should? People in the comments, they're going to be commenting. It's why are you showing us early access stuff? Why are you doing that?
I mean, we could go there right now. There's nothing stopping us from just going to the little pass to get there and going. The game literally says to you, hey, you're going to have a terrible time if you do this.
Did you do that?
No, I got there to where it told me, because I didn't know where I was going. I was just walking around the map, and it was hey, you're trying to leave Act 1. If you do that, you're going to make a mistake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're not going to follow this quest up.
You don't want to go attack the owlbear?
No, because it's too sad.
Oh, it is pretty sad.
People are going to get irate about it. So this is not, maybe it's spoilies, whatever. It's something. If you follow this quest up, you go to a little cave with an owlbear, and it wrecks those 2 people's shit, and then you are forced to kill it or run away. If you kill it, it has a baby owlbear. And it's the most tragic thing in human history.
Did you interact with the baby owlbear with Speak with Animals on?
No, I didn't. I'm sure it's awful.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure it's abysmal. So y'all just saw, if you just saw what I did, there was that little ear, and then Danny was doing this little, this little cinematic, and I was able to listen in.
Yeah.
And so we're both main characters, quote unquote, right? We can both do anything the other one could, which is pretty neat. If you wanted to like play multiplayer and like pass and play style, right? Of like, oh, I'm the main character for a little while and I'll do all the cinematics and make all the choices, and then someone else can do that too. The game offers you that opportunity, which is pretty neat.
Truly.
No one has like a little belt clip in this universe. They just tuck that belt back in. Mm-hmm. They fold it over.
Yeah.
All right, lead on. Where are we going?
Okay, if we're not going to Owlbear Land, let's pop on to Goblin Village, I guess, right? You love this place.
Yeah, I mean, we can rush Act 2, not Ash 2. Ass 2.
Well, the problem with rushing
we'll
it
die.
via the pass is the Githyanki encounter at this level.
I don't know that there is one on the pass that I'm talking about.
Oh, are you talking to like in the Goblin area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what that's what I think we should do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it still tells you that.
Yeah. Well, we just disregard it.
And it says you'll die. Okay, fine. Let's do it. Well, so this is we're going to a little village where Goblin been doing bad stuff. Mm-hmm. And you can see the way the inventory stuff, actually I can pull up the party tab here, right? You can see what everyone looks like. You can see people's character sheets, so you can make rational decisions about things. I'm encumbered. Because I just got a bunch of garbage in here. Hold on. Let me get unencumbered for a moment. Please. By just dragging and dropping a bunch of stuff over to another party member. All right. I think I'm good. Am I good? I'm good. All right. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
There you are. Yeah, so yeah, you want to just go to this little goblin village and we can show off some like skill tree stuff, not skill tree stuff, skill check stuff.
Yeah.
You notice we just got experience for doing nothing.
Yeah, sometimes just exploring. Oh, it's going to be Gale.
He's going to do what? Oh, I need to listen in. Sorry.
You just walked into the wrong town. Don't bother running.
Uh-oh.
Decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows marked on their flesh.
That's a scary hat.
It is.
It seems more detailed than it was in previous.
You want to do the Illithid thing?
I don't care what you do. It's your choice. Everyone who is an origin character has an Illithid tadpole in their noodle.
I think I need to rely on you to cast guidance here.
I'll add the bonus.
Thank you.
I'm casting guidance.
It's free.
Did I have to choose that for you?
You do, yeah.
Let's see if you get the 4. Nope. Nope. You beefed it.
I'm not burning an inspiration on this.
All right, then don't. All right, well, now we're fighting a bunch of goblins. When I did this, I got attacked by a goblin, and I said, hey, please stop. And then he said, all right, fine.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not 100% sure what happened there.
There had to have been an explosive barrel like right next to the gate here.
Mm-hmm. And you went with the thing that you weren't certain it would work, or... Thanks. So we're dead. For the viewer at home, we're wrecked.
Mm-hmm. Is this a TPK?
This is a TPK. Yeah, we're about to get the, hey, would you like to load a game? We're about to get that. These, my comments from the early access period about this goblin shamanism stuff stands.
Mm-hmm. Did you just pass?
Yeah, of course I did. We can't win.
Then load, my friend.
All right, I'm loading the game. Let's see what we got here. Autosave from 10 years ago.
I do notice that sometimes the autosaves are
autosave's not
pretty
great.
stingy.
Just a little,
yeah,
just a little bit of a thing for everyone. The autosave's not great. You want to hit that F5 if you're playing on a computer.
Yep.
You want to hit that early and often. That's going to be your quick save button. Very convenient. What? All right. What other stuff sticking out to you here?
We talked about character creation. Talked about builds. We mentioned respec is easy, which is great. Here. Let's go in here. You ever been out down here?
Have I ever been out down here?
Yeah.
Stone door? No.
Yeah.
Why would I go here? Okay. I'm in.
It's pretty cool.
Underground passage. Yeah, what else? So tell us about this little area. What's been your experience with the... So Act 1 is kind of on this massive map. Let me... Oh, I can't actually... Can I not show the...
Maybe not when we're in the...
Yeah. I guess I can't show the world map, but it's this big map, big 3D space, renderable space. People who are watching the video have seen me like scooting all around it to show it off. But what are your feelings about it?
It's pretty good. It's a nice little variety. Let me turn off this trap before you run over here.
You sure?
Yeah. I told you.
You just walk through it.
Oh, it's Gale. Gale was following me.
Yeah,
Sorry about
you
that.
dragged Gale right through it. That eagle shot his ass. I've watched him do it.
But yeah, I think it's a great area. I think it's got a nice variety of encounters. You've run into like an issue where if you just choose the wrong place to go early enough, it's a problem. Like you've run into some like difficult encounters. Did you just turn this back on? You keep turning it on.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand how it was working.
Yeah. That's the trap button.
All right, let me my bad. So, very mechanical universe that Larian have made us, right? Where it's not video gaming, it's simulationist, right? If you turn the trap on, you can turn it. If you turn the trap off, you can turn it back on and while you're standing on it.
Yeah.
Just for people that who are listening along at home, they don't know Baldur's Gate 3. That's true. That's a thing that you could do. But yeah, no, I have run into that, and it's something that we felt in the early access too. And I think it's a little bit smoother here, but that there is a kind of maybe not optimal order, but there's kind of a process order of approaching the problems of the first act.
Yes.
And you can
approach them in a suboptimal order.
Well, yeah, and not just in a suboptimal order, but I felt certainly that I knew what the challenges in front of me were, and then I had to go like doodle around the map to find one or two more encounters and some exploration XP to get to the point where I could level up and then take on those encounters. I really felt that right before level 4, and it's just like annoying. It's not bad, but it's like, oh man, you missed that for no reason, huh?
That was a little unfortunate.
That thing's not alerted that you shot it?
Yeah.
What are these?
I'm hidden as
goblins?
hell. Yeah.
These are... Oh, yeah, these are goblins. Wow. From the shadows. They didn't even know.
Yeah, I have I took the assassin subclass. Oh, I think he might be... Is he doing a patrol? Oh, they're on their way up. I gotta back off. See, I'm not in initiative order right now, but it appears that Cameron is.
Yeah, so that's the thing that can happen, which is pretty cool. Some of your characters can be in combat while others are not. And I've had that happen in single player so far.
Yeah.
Where I've had characters just not in combat. And so you can and combat will keep happening if you're on your other character. It doesn't when we're in multiplayer because I'm kind of like grounding the thing. But combat will keep happening. So and like there's little ticks and stuff that happen over here on the other side to let you know what's occurring. So I guess I am going to I wonder if I can charm a person.
Let me see if I can take Tracker Tormac out. Boop.
Yeah, okay, good idea. Then I will just move over here.
So now I have like slotted myself into an initiative order.
Yeah. I'm just gonna AC up, get protected. Oh, they don't even know that we're up here? No, maybe not.
No, they do. If we're in initiative, they do know. It's just it's a little onerous to get up here. Gale is still out of initiative order, so I'm gonna pop over here and Melf Sassadero, Warrior Gresh.
Zip. Okay.
Snoddles up.
I'm just watching your turn end over there. Just waiting for you to take action. But you can see how the multiplayer works here, right? Like, we're each independently taking actions. I can see the way that Danny's running stuff over here and, like, how many move points you have and things like that. Mm-hmm. But it's like we have two separate teams, essentially.
Yeah. It's my turn again somehow.
No, it's my turn.
Oh, we share initiative order, so we can take our turns simultaneously.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's an eagle statue that's also in the initiative order, by the way.
That is the deactivated trap. So, like, if the trap is not deactivated, it has an initiative, which is interesting.
I'll tell you what, Sacred Flame, just the ultimate disappointment in video game play.
So this is the problem, right? Is it's not an attack. 5th edition brought back offensive spells that, like Sacred Flame, that are just saves where you don't roll anything, the opponent does, and it's bad. It's bad. I do not like that design. But the implication here is,
you just increase your spell DC. Okay, it's easy. Just get strong and good. Just gotta get some unwillful goblins. All right, we took them out. That's a good little encounter. Kind of representative of the way that combat works in the game. Ooh, got some arrows. Whoops. Some good stuff. Everybody's got a name, too, so you get to feel bad like it's The Last of Us 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm encumbered. I gotta get rid of some stuff.
There's a halfling over here.
Is there anything that surprised you so far in playing the game?
It's very horny. It's hornier than I remember it in the early access, but maybe that's just because so much of my time in early access was like demoing solo play, so I didn't have party members, but
right.
The sexuality of all of your party members is so prominent in your interactions with them.
It does drip a certain kind of horniness. It is pretty wild.
What was really interesting is I'm not going to get too far into spoilers, but at the culmination of Act 1, when there's kind of like this big celebratory scene in camp where like you get to pay off a bunch of plot lines.
Like story beats, yeah.
Yeah, and you can talk to your companions as during the revelry. And the number one priority on all the companions is who's sleeping with who that evening. Like it is just it is like a known quantity that like everybody's going to be having sex tonight.
Well,
and
you don't think that's realistic for
but yeah, no, it is a
Faerunian life.
It is a simulation, and that is like a noted thing that adventurers. It's like the right. Oh gosh,
but it's also very clear that Larian have figured out that like that is something that people are in the game for.
Yeah,
right? And that's good old-fashioned Mass Effect stuff, right? Like people are into that. But I think you're right that there are some moments where that has overwhelmed other parts of the game so far for me. Like there's a part where I'm in acid. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. There's a part of the game where you meet like a demon, and one of the dialogue options. There's like 3 dialogue options, and one of them's like, "You're sexy as hell, demon."
Yeah.
And it just doesn't really fit the like severity of the situation to me.
Well, what I was going to say about that celebration was I had a conversation with Gale. And I mean, we were just like, oh yeah, it's really fun. And I like clicked something that I thought was innocuous. And then he was like, okay, well, I'm going to show you something magical tonight. And then I talked to the next person. I talked to Lae'zel, and Lae'zel was like, I heard you're going to go to bed with Gale, and that means you won't know what my fingers feel like on your skin. And I was like, I didn't even know I was going to have sex with Gale. And now
I want to be involved.
And then she says, and you know what? I'm going to have sex with Will. What do you think about that? And I'm like, I didn't need to know that.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the inside of the Druid house.
It is, yeah.
I've seen the other side of this building.
You have.
I couldn't figure out how to get in here.
Yeah, so
Now
I think
can't figure out how to get from here to there. So it doesn't matter.
It's pretty tough. I do think that this might get leveraged in like the if you side against the druids, let's say.
People don't know what that means, but
They might not. If you've played
That's
early
okay, you don't
access,
need
you
to.
have a chance to. But yeah,
but other people don't. There's druids in the opening of this game. We're not going to tell you too much about them. But yeah, I have noticed that, and that's fine. Us saying that is not being like, mind your P's and Q's, Larian.
Yeah.
That's not what we mean. But it is really noticeable.
It's
as,
very
like,
noticeable, and
a-
it's not something that you're not opting out of it. I'm going to say that.
Right. Yes. Right.
Which
If
is, I
you-
do think something. I think that you could kind of in previous Baldur's Gate games, like if you really had to be, I think in other Baldur's Gate games, quite like clicking the right dialogue options and knowing what you were opting into, as far as like a romantic relationship with one of the characters.
Well, it's also just kind of like contemporary RPG design. You know, Lutz and I have talked before in Fallout, right? If you're just nice to people too much, like you're in a relationship now, you know, because of the way that these things are kind of designed. And I've already experienced that too, even though I have not finished Act 1 of the game in my playthrough. I have experienced the like just saying a nice thing, you know, not being like brutally rude to someone, and it being like, wow, I didn't know you felt that way. And I want to be like, well, I don't. I feel no way about you.
Yeah, and that's what I've noticed is that for Lae'zel's, in particularly, Lae'zel never in my party. I haven't done any of the things that she's asked me to do, so I haven't even like fulfilled quest conditions. And like there's that behavior, that kind of like reaction to me is still there. So yeah, it's just it is
part of
definitely like
storytelling.
a particular way of the game has like angled this.
Right.
So. But I guess, as you said, that is something that is, it's kind of a part of these games now, ever since Mass Effect, etc.
Yeah, it always has been. I mean, you know, the very famously in Baldur's Gate 2, the reason they added romances to that game is that people really love the Cloud and Eris stuff in Final Fantasy VII, and so they were like, well, let's put that in Baldur's Gate 2, and so it's really just kind of compounded since then. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge part of The Witcher 3, right? And the fun of The Witcher 3 is like the love triangle and all that stuff too. So yeah, they're just leaning into that, but it really feels leaned into in a way that the last time I played this game, it didn't feel.
What do you think about like encounters, like the encounter design, the mechanics of combat? Because that's going to be a big percentage of the Mages and Murder Dads playthrough. Like, is it feeling
combat?
good?
They're fairly.
We won't ask again.
They take a long time. Number one, but they're also fairly delimited in that, like, you fight some gnolls. It's a group of gnolls. They do gnoll stuff. You're going to see the same attacks and actions happen over and over again until the thing is done. And presumably the game will, as monsters get more powerful and things like that, and you start fighting more like wizards and warriors and stuff like that, something more will occur there. I imagine it will get more complicated in the way that classic Baldur's Gate games did too, right? Where like a lich just casts time stop and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's going on here? So and you just start seeing like big floating skulls flying out of it and landing on your main character while you stand there paralyzed. So I'm sure stuff like that will happen, but it does feel pretty like the slogginess of these early fights are a little sloggy precisely because of the way they're structured, right? In the kind of design space of early D&D. That's okay. That's fine.
Just really smoked these, oh wow, that guy's alive.
These peasants that you didn't do shit about that are still. He's gonna hit that old one. No, he's hitting me. Ow! What? I didn't even hit him.
Well, you came to her aid and then they like attacked you.
I know.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Yes, you did. You little scamp.
Their little sister, and staying with me. This is all
Their sister Mayrina.
But I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe the
Uh-oh.
I came looking for her.
I do like that the turns seem to go by at a pretty good clip. They've got the vast majority of the time monsters or enemies act promptly in their initiative order, so you're not having to wait that like little gap of time. That's what's infuriating. Is like when every turn begins with like a little, hold on, let me figure out what I want to do. So
Jeez.
I'm appreciating that. Yeah, this person, Demir.
Yeah. R.I.P. to thee. You got blitzed by divine fire. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, in the early access, there was a lot of like, let me sit and consider my turn.
Yes.
You know, and that just the AI thinking and doing its thing, the character controllers doing their thing. Now it's very, very prompt and very quick, which is great. It feels great. And there's a lot of these. I would say the game, in terms of combat encounters to what we just actually did, which, you know, these like little situations you can intervene in.
Yeah.
It's mostly little situations. And like sometimes those can be combat. We've actually seen 2 that were combat. But for the most part, I've not resolved those things in my gameplay with combat.
Yeah, and that is definitely like an option available to you, is to like approach every problem with combat. But my the playthrough I'm doing right now with the party, which will probably be like the one time I play the game before we record Mages and Murder Dads and like I start the Balthazar run.
Right.
I'm doing it with a bard that is awful at combat. Like the only thing that bard can do is like shoot a crossbow. And they're not even that good at it. No like special combat abilities. But I have maxed every possible dialogue option, like truly. To the point where I am like rolling every deception or persuasion check with expertise, proficiency, and advantage. I'm like getting rolls in the 30s often.
You did send me a thing, and it was like you had a minimum plus 13 or something.
Yeah. So and the game is very generous when it comes to the stuff that you can do that way. Let's see. I'm gonna hide both myself and Gale using Shift C to like make everybody under my control hide, and let's see if I can like get past this guard. There's a goblin way up on that rock.
Above us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sharp-eyed snurd. Where are you going?
I'm going to the side here because otherwise you have to like engage the guards up here.
And by the way, I'm way over here.
You
just in
are
case
way
people
over
have
there.
forgotten. I'm over here doing none of this because this is not me. And Danny's over here jumping on the cliffside. Although pretty cool, I can just kind of like cinematically follow this. Although you are getting far enough away that I like can't.
Oh, really? Can you not?
See you good.
What if you like click my character, like double click it?
That nope. That's making me walk to you.
Oh,
Okay.
wow! No,
I stopped
double click
myself.
my portrait.
Yeah, that did work. Wow, holy shit. That did work. So now I'm like anchored to you. And I can just follow you around with my like secret camera. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I'm sneaking into the goblin encampment. The only way I know how.
By going across the thing? And
Yeah.
by not even going there?
It's an option available to me.
What's even over here? What are you doing? Reminder, everyone, I'm over on this bridge over here, y'all. I'm way over there. I can't even like actually properly focus on myself. I'm so far away. That's me.
Now you probably can't listen into this dialogue. I imagine that I'm having. You
I'm
might
gonna
be
click
too
the button.
far away.
I can
You
listen. in.
can. Whoa!
I hit the button. Yeah.
Within you stirs in response.
You can melt into the shadows here.
I've got stone camouflage.
Pay no attention to me. You do have a kind of a great and powerful Oz kind of thing going on. here.
I do. Bye.
It kicked me back to my character. Oh, nope. Now I'm focusing on you again. Dang, you did that to him and then you killed him?
I did.
There is some wild stuff happening, so I can focus on you and it brings me close to you. There's a bugbear there. Oh.
How much? Oh, this guy's level 3. What level are we? Okay, we're level 3. It's okay.
Yeah. I can't see anything. This is wild. Like, there was a bug when you got in the dialogue, a bugbear teleported behind you. And now I see you in combat, but there's no bugbear. You're in stealth. You're attacking a hidden bugbear. It's weird, yeah. Like, isn't loading any enemies in.
Oh, interesting. So
Yeah,
that, like,
it's pretty
we're really exploring the corner case
Yeah.
situations here, aren't we?
Yeah. Gale's just looking confused. Let me get right up in his shit.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Hold on, I've gotta resurrect Snottle. Otherwise, there's no way to win this, I don't think. Okay.
He's about to hit Snottle.
Oh, it's too heavy to shove. Gale cannot shove this this bugbear. Gale's not strong enough.
Yeah, there's also a shove button in case people are unaware, and it's rad. Maybe we can show that off in a minute. But so yeah, you're just dead.
No, I'm good.
Are you hidden? Now you're hiding in the same place they know you were.
Yeah, so I'm
ago.
gonna go over here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk away.
But unfortunately, I don't have my action because I was just resurrected. So like when you are like revived, you do not have like your full action.
Correct. I'm watching this combat like it's like a 1930s stage play.
Like there's no environment. I really am having trouble like picturing what you see.
Just no, there's an environment. There's the two of you, but there's no additional enemy.
Interesting.
You're fighting nothing. It's like a really okay. You killed him. Now he's there. He appeared. He's see-through like a ghost.
Oh my god! Do you see this? The dialogue I'm in.
Hold on. Wait. Now I do. Uh-oh. You're getting squashed, bro, by the disembodied voice. Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you get it triggered when you get too close to this camp, I believe. Or there are a couple other like points in the game where just to make sure that you experience this cutscene. So no spoilers. This is something that's going to get forced on you, I think.
Yeah. So you see this. Wait, does it show you the figures? I got this cutscene earlier, and there was nothing except black screen. There was nothing here. I took a screenshot of it because it was so funny, and I was like, maybe they don't show you anything. But no, I see here. Ooh, The Chosen.
It's really interesting. When I saw this cutscene, the figures were in a different order.
How do you know?
I 100% remember the woman being on the right.
There was a woman on the right.
On what I just saw, she was on the left.
Are there not two women?
No.
Interesting.
Because one of those people's Jeremy Irons.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because they made like a little featurette video of like all the three big villain voice actors.
Oh, okay. Jeremy Irons.
You're going into this as little spoilers as possible. I sent you a screenshot and you got sad.
You sent me a screenshot like 3 weeks ago that had like real shit in it, and I was like, I don't want to know about this.
Curse knowledge.
Yeah, I just said I don't want to hear about this.
Oh, interesting.
That's funny.
I
You have
just
the
have the artifact. I'm a little thief.
Because that is normally Shadow Hearts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, were you coming over here, buddy? Or actually,
How
here,
would I get over there?
Let me
Teleport me.
Yeah,
Use
let
your
me just
wizardry.
get to the teleporter here.
Oh, this is, by the way, everybody. This is the map.
There we go. Yeah, you should be able to like fast travel to this map now.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Goblin camp. I can. Look at that.
Instantaneous too.
Yep. The overworld fast travel is actually extremely impressive. It is very fast with very little load time.
Yeah, if you're close enough, there's basically no load time. You're gonna talk to Crusher?
I don't know. Do you need me to take you to camp or something? You're like 99% dead.
Here.
You want a short rest?
I'll just drink a juice. Oh, wow. How generous.
You're welcome. Who am I talking to?
Talk to Crusher. He's holding court over here.
Fresh disharmony, Gary. Weaker than pigs is humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? Another pest?
I'm one of you.
Dwarves,
I can't have a voice like you. I have to sound like this, like an adventurer. I want to sound like you. I want to be a little goblin. Hello, Gav. I want to do all that. That's what I want to be. Modded in. You know what? Charge me $5.
This game is going to get so modded. There's going to be you're going to be able to be a goblin.
I don't want to be a goblin. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be. I want to be able to spend money to properly remunerate people to make a bunch of different hats. I want there to be 500 hats in this game, and I want a voice pack. And again, I will gladly pay money for it to give them some points on the back end. Larian. But they won't. All right, you're nothing but dirt beneath my feet. They like to be insulted, the goblins.
Things are changing. He's going to start singing Bob Dylan.
The times they are changing.
Go on. Kiss more foot.
Ugh.
Wipe that nasty look off your face.
I'm just a security guard.
Kiss the damn foot. Those things have been shoved in your face lately.
Oh,
gave her a hat. I gave her a different hat.
That's a great hat.
How about you kiss my feet instead?
How good are you? What's your charisma like?
Why can't I just do it? You can't be serious. I'd sooner spit in your face intimidation. How about you kiss my feet instead? Why not just kiss the foot?
That's interesting. They're gating kissing the foot by asking, you can't be serious. Because I know his answers. His answer's going to be, I'm serious as a heart attack.
You heard me.
Yeah, kiss the foot. My man, just kiss the foot. It's got a ring on it.
It's really trying to, it's ramping up the drama. You're going to kiss the foot.
Yeah, the cost is so low. Kiss the foot. There we go. All right. This is what the people are watching the video for. Like, everyone was horny for the bear. You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff that happened. Why is there a severed foot?
That is strange. I think that there's like a corpse nearby.
Sleight of hand kisses foot. What is this camera angle? There's also some funny stuff that happens with this stuff too, where it's like there are just so many edge cases that you end up with funny camera angles. And it's like the height of this character plus this like weapon I'm using plus the where the camera is just does all this stuff. Now, should I try to steal?
I imagine you're stealing it with like your tongue.
I think that's bad. I'm just gonna kiss his foot.
Filthy flesh, you catch a whiff.
That's too many kisses, dude. Dude, you went back for seconds on that. You don't have to do that.
He did
It's a single kiss. Oh no.
You
Think you're being funny? I'll bash that smile.
Oh no. You can't make a joke? Oh, okay.
Me
Oh wait.
and more friends here.
I can't believe I had to kiss the foot and I got in a fight anyway.
Oh, but we're not fighting everybody. We're fighting just him and the goblins. Now, there's also some goblins here that are like rooting us on. So it's not like total
I don't know.
war.
I don't know who they're rooting on here. I don't know if they're rooting us on. All right. All right, Sonal, you better kill one of these.
Whoa! Hey!
Oh,
He's
wow.
done.
So this is all non-lethal.
Yeah. Critical miss. Yeah, you better hide over there. I'm going to teleport out of that wall right behind you. Get your ass.
Oh, shit. He's got double attack.
Multi-attack. It's brutal. I'm just going to go ahead and, like, blow some real shit here.
Go for it.
Although I can't, really.
I like how she's like straightening her witch hat occasionally.
I'm a little too close. Oh, I guess I can... There you go.
Mmm.
And do a little bit of whoop. Give a little bit of advantage. Confer some advantage here. There you go. I think that thing's... I think Crusher's blocked in. I think he can't move.
He might be. I think Brule Rockland is up.
Is he?
Yeah. Look at the
Oh,
look at
weird.
the
Oh, I see.
initiative.
I see. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was you.
Oh,
Chest
trauma. Oh.
Guided strike. Yeah.
Oh wow, we did it.
Get owned, Crusher. Now you kiss my foot. Now kiss my foot, Goblin.
Loose ends. This one might reward mercy with backstabbing.
What? Shadowheart, damn. Yeah, you should kiss my feet now. Everyone approves. Look at that. It's really just a boot. Look, they're sad that I made their guy do that.
Nicely done. I probably couldn't have resisted kicking him in the teeth.
Why? We beat him handily.
I mean, that's what worshiping Shar is all about, dude.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah,
She only has the symbol right on her chest.
it's true.
All right, we did it.
All right, well let's go to the Act 2 area. Let's
All
not
right.
heed any of the warnings.
We won't heed any warnings. So here you go. If you're here at this point in the video and you don't want to know anything that happens beyond the first, 5 hours of the game, which is, we've shown you a little slice of some of the stuff you could see there, turn the video off now. Thanks for listening and watching it, and hit subscribe, and we will have a whole season of our show Mages and Murder Dads on Baldur's Gate 3, starting probably in January 2024, if I had to guess. We will do other stuff around that. If you haven't watched Mages and Murder Dads, our big, long, massive show that we have done about the Baldur's Gate games and the games in that lineage, so you can find out what happened in Baldur's Gate, all that kind of stuff, you can check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below, and maybe
Dozens
like a
of
card or
hours.
something. Dozens of
Hundred,
hours.
like over 100 hours.
Is it 100 hours? How many episodes are there? 60
Well, we're like in
episodes?
the 70s on episodes, and we've had some big ones.
Yeah, so it's probably over 100 hours of Baldur's Gate stuff. So you can go check that out. But now we are going to go to the Act 2 area, which we have not seen, right?
Yeah, I hope it lets us.
Yeah, it will. You get this. You see this, right?
Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. Warning, the area you are about to enter will be bitterly difficult for a party of your level. Yes.
Bitterly difficult. I told you, bitterly difficult. Yes. All right. Here we go. Let's find out what happens. It's going to be like ice methods. Okay, this is the campsite. I've been here before. I'm not surprised by this. Let's go to sleep. Oh,
Okay.
you know what? In case people haven't seen it, there's a camp.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just
camp's
like
cool.
any camp, everybody has their own individual tent that reflects their personality.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to sleep. Someone in your camp wants to speak to you.
Oh.
It's probably this guy. It's probably Raphael over here.
Ah, yeah.
There's a guy you can meet named Raphael. He is a fella. He's a devil. Literally. Did you see he also has 666 hit points?
Oh, I didn't see that. That's fun.
He does. That's funny.
So interesting. Normally, this would happen kind of naturally after resting a few times. Mm-hmm. But because we have advanced the game clock so quickly, they've making sure we get this.
Right. And I don't really know where it goes, but this was also in the early
access. Yeah. Cool painting, bro.
What was up there?
This is a big old devil.
Some big ass Dark Soul.
Yeah.
He's like a little sassy guy. Let's eat. Let's just ignore him and eat. Let's go nom 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 nom.
We've all had this guy as a college professor.
Not me. That said, eat to your heart's fill.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm a little scared now because you've either had that guy as a college professor or you are that college professor, and now I know which one is the case with you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anyways, this is just a guy who's trying. I'm going to skip through some of this for you, for the world to do. But the general gist here is that he's trying to...
He's offering you a deal with the devil, a Faustian bargain.
Right. And we denied it. And Zoop, we're back. Okay, now let's go to...
Someone in camp still wishes to speak to me?
Yeah, but you can skip it. You clicked right through that.
Oh, go to bed anyway. Oh, I didn't finish the message. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, come on. There you go.
Oh, it's nice that they that was something not present in the early access, just like a reminder that there is a dialogue option.
Mm-hmm. All right, I haven't seen any of this. We're in brand new territory here.
We are.
In the little... in our impressions video. Oh, it's our guardian. When you make a character at the beginning, you also make a guardian for them. And that's the guardian I made. I gave her a lot of face paint.
Oh yeah, you kind of did the same thing on the character you made. Oh yeah, no, I was with you when I saw you make this.
And I was
guardian,
like, because I said, okay, I will forget that I made this character if I don't make her very distinct. And so I gave her extensive face paint and makeup, so I could remember that I'd made her. A cool out. This is cool. Whatever these are called. On the outfit.
See, I'm getting my own conversation with my own guardian.
Oh, that's fun.
That is like completely independent of yours, and like the private dialogue box is checked by default.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
It is.
You will not become a mind flayer.
She just prevent me from becoming mind flayer. She's a Dwagar lady. Mm-hmm. In case you're curious about what a Dwagar lady looks like. That's what
they could look like. Not all of them will look like.
Right, but, within a very small amount of variability.
We haven't much time, so listen closely.
Oh, we're in, what's that place beneath the world in Elden Ring?
Mm-hmm.
We're down there.
Elden Ring Underdark.
Yeah.
Completely distinct from actual Underdark, which is also in this game.
Right.
I will keep it from consuming you.
Mm.
For the sake of both of us.
So she's my guardian. She's helping me
Learn to wield it.
with that tadpole in my old noodle. Look out here.
Take a load of this.
Mm-hmm. Get a load of this. It's just like a kid on a skateboard eating an ecto cooler. Whoa! What is that? What is that?
So I skipped through, and now I can't control. I'm incapacitated, and there's a message. Some of your companions remain deep in dreamful sleep and can't awaken yet. You can observe another party member's dreams if they allow you.
Okay, I've unclicked private die. I didn't know you were skipping things. This is wild as shit. What is this?
This is wild, yeah. I wanted to skip things so I could kind of see what you were seeing here. And
this is Planescape shit, is what it is. I mean, literally, this is Planescape shit. But that's like a big demon skull. Like, that's somebody's head in space. Astral plane.
You'll feel better.
She wants you to wield the weird illithid power.
Me too. I'm going to wield the weird illithid power. I'm sleeping. Now I'm rested. Oh, by the way, this fella over here, just in case people care, Withers, he's the respec guy.
Yeah.
You better get him. Worth seeking him out. All right, so let's leave camp and see like actually what occurs here.
Okay.
You wake from your dreams. Chapter 2, the scroll begins. You wake from your sleep knowing that your father Gorion has died. It's just a remake of Baldur's Gate 1 from here.
Oh yeah, this was all just a fever dream.
Yeah, for the BG1 remake. That'd be rad.
Oh my god,
What?
this is bad.
It is bad. So we're just in a new region, like straight up.
Yeah, let me look at the map, get an idea.
The Rosimorn Monastery Trail. Well, we don't want to learn too much because I don't want to learn too much. But we can get to this little rise over here to see if we can see.
Is the idea we're just gonna get in trouble?
In what way?
Oh man, this is how you power level. Just get over here, run around, get 100 experience a pop.
Oh, I guess that's true. No, I just want to see what's. Whoa, that's cool.
Oh, this is really cool.
That's really something. Okay, this is like a real, like a Magic the Gathering dual land looking thing.
It is,
You know?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is a mountain forest over here. You know, over here is a plains forest. Mm-hmm. It's my new temple garden. Sweet. Well, I didn't know. You know, I thought anything wild could happen, but I feel like that's a good teaser for what happens in Act 2. There's a big space brain, space skull. There's this like wholly new biome that's incredibly like vertically weird. That, as far as I know, is not in the early access at all. So this is neat, but I don't want to play any more of it because I want to get to this organically myself.
Yeah, but
Like,
interesting
very
thing to
selfishly.
see. I think that I think we covered some ground. We kind of gave some of our impressions. I think we're both pretty. Are you still excited about like playing this game?
Yeah, hell yeah, I am.
Yeah, me too.
It's good.
I am pretty psyched. I have played a lot, and I had already played a lot of the early access, but I am still really enjoying the first act and just the level of polish that is here in terms of the granularity, both in terms of the combat mechanics and like all the social stuff and the different ways quests can go. It's almost silly the amount of like stuff they've programmed in terms of like branching options in terms of the way things can like shake out just in Act 1. So and there's a lot of promises being made by the game in terms of like meeting characters. They'll say, hey, I'm gonna see you later.
I've met a lot of people to be like, I'll see you in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
I'll see you
yeah.
in Baldur's Gate when we get there. And I go, all right, I guess so.
So
when you're
that's gonna
ready
be
to.
fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping it will be. But yeah, so that's a little preview of the idea of the game. If you have any questions about it, like I said, we've put quite a few hours into it, and so you can leave a comment. We'll monitor the comments for like the first 12 hours or so that this is up. So if you have any questions, we can actually directly answer for you. We'll do that. Are you just shooting the ground here?
I am. Dance.
There's no dance emote. /dance. But so yeah, anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching it. Again, check out Mages and Murder Dads if you haven't seen it already. Get to see us play through the entirety of the Baldur's Gate franchise, and look out for the new Mages and Murder Dads season. Oh my god, what? I can't hold person you. It won't let me. It said it can't be an ally. Well, all right. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you in Mages and Murder Dads in like 6 months. Goodbye.
Ciao.